anyone else is going to join us, we have Leslie and Sally and Carol and Susan and Stephanie and Leah, or not Leah, Leslie.
And Cynthia.
Cynthia, that's what I'm missing. Not a whole lot today with the SOS. Cynthia, did you have a chance to read through the whole SOS, or did you just read the light parts?
Here.
When I know this is your first time to do a meeting call and have experience at SOS, did you read through the whole document, the gray part too, or did you just read the white stuff?
Actually, I read and glanced through the gray stuff.
Okay. So just for future reference, we turned it gray once it was from a past meeting, but we want to keep it on the same document because the stuff isn't not relevant. That was a double negative. It's still very relevant stuff, but we want to really highlight the new stuff. So the others that are just for review, but being new, it might be really helpful for you to review some of that and give us some credit. If you have any questions, let us know. And then the other thing that we want to do, the reason we're doing the meeting calls is just to give people a chance to really discuss something if there's a question. Honestly, people haven't really joined the meeting calls, so I think everything that's been on the document has been pretty self-explanatory, or they've called us individually if there have been questions. But are there any questions or clarifications from anyone on what's on here today?
There was one comment that was added. Stephanie reminded me that on the parent portal account, if they're going to sign up for the app, they need the mobile code. And so I'll add her comment to this part once everybody feels like it's good information.
Okay. Did someone join? Hello?
Hi.
Who's this?
Marie.
Oh, hey, Marie. So we just started. I just was explaining to Marie or to Cynthia kind of the SOS and how it's working. And we used to have meetings, mandatory meetings, Cynthia, 4 times a year where we came together and we talked about all this stuff. But we were trying this year to see if we could be more efficient with your time and more respectful of what you all have to do and send it out in writing. And we're going to kind of assess it at the end of the year to see if that was a successful venture or not. To be, like I said, to be a little more respectful of getting, you guys can read this when it works for you rather than coming right when we tell you to listen to us. So that's kind of where we are on this. If there's no other questions, this is a quick call. Has anybody tried the quick school?
I have Susan, this is Stephanie, and I love it.
I have to, Sally.
Do you like it?
I do.
Yeah.
I like it. This is Marie, and I do like it a lot better.
Cool. I'm glad some people tried it. So we do, just so you know, we do have an email in. Sorry, I'm just kind of scrolling down and thinking of things that we might not have said. We do have an email into the PSED conference to see if early registration is going to be extended. We have not heard back, have we, Stephanie?
No, we have not.
Okay, so we may need to try to make another call and see, but at this time, early registration's over. PSED, Cynthia is a Power School users group. It's in Vegas each year. Sally and Leslie and everybody on the phone call except for me has gone. It's just a very intense week of all levels. You can do beginner Power School training. You can do intermediate Power School training. You can do very technical, high-tech, advanced training. Hi, did someone just join?
Hi.
Who's this?
Pam.
Oh, Pam, hi. No, that's okay. So we'll send an email out if the Power School users group is still accepting early registration. Otherwise, it's significantly more. Carol and Stephanie for sure will go. Stephanie didn't go last year. Stephanie tries to just go when she feels like there's changes that really need to be implemented. Carol goes each year. Brian usually tries to only do it when there's major changes on the technical end. So he won't be going this year. It'll just be Carol and Stephanie. But if any of you would like to coordinate travel and want to go up with us, or I should say with them, then if we have room, it'll be on a first come, first served basis, so just let us know. And since you're new, Cynthia, if there's any questions you have about it, you might want to call Stephanie and she can talk with you personally just about the whole conference experience. Or Sally or Leslie or Marie, they've all gone, so.
And Pam has to.
Oh, Pam has too, that's right. Pam,
Yeah.
have you gone once or more than once?
Twice.
Twice. Okay, so what are you, Pam, you're in the trenches kind of position. What are your feelings on going every year versus every other year? Or, I mean, how do you feel about that?
To me, it was kind of like the same thing over and over again, so.
Okay.
You know,
Okay, so for the user, maybe, did it help you when you were new into a position? Would it be helpful for Cynthia?
yeah, oh yeah, I think so.
Okay, so perfect, but, yeah, like I said, it's not something where you go and necessarily every year have to be there and get something different. Carol goes every year because first of all, she kind of helps facilitate it, but second of all, she is at a high level, not the same level as Ryan, but kind of and she's doing her coding and stuff on boards, and I think she gets a ton out of it each time she goes, so.
The other thing I would say about that is, I know that, like, Leslie, you went when you were like brand new and never had even really been in Power School, where Cynthia will have some time before to be in Power School. I think you really have to have a little bit of knowledge about Power School before you go. Like, being just thrown in brand new is a little intimidating. Would you agree, Leslie?
Yeah, I would. There were a lot of basic things that they would expect you to already do, and I don't even know what that is.
So it may be more helpful for you to go this year than it was the first year.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's obviously up to each person. Each school or department is responsible for their own costs, and as you can see, it is a significant cost, but it's really the only formal Power School training available unless you buy the online video trainings, which, we can also talk with you about if you're interested in that.
I definitely agree with Carol that you should wait and get familiar with Power School before going, because then you'll really get more out of it. And you'll be able to select your meeting and topics you want to go to a lot better. When I had some Power School, I have to use it every day because I've been receiving letters like from the facility or something like that, and we have to work transcripts and attendance records. I mean, with a student, so I don't know if that's just enough knowledge to be able to go to one of the trainings.
All right, well, that's some information you can kind of decide when it's going to be best for you. You're going to have obviously 7 months of Power School before you get there, so it probably would be a good time for you. You'll have enough experience on everything other than beginning the year, really, because you'll have scheduling, you'll try to go through that, and you don't do that, but the school will have gone through that, and you'll see some of that progression. So, all right, is there any other questions? Just scroll through there, and anything else we can help you with? Sally, anything you want to throw in?
No, not at this time. We're getting ready to send out emails to start collecting documentation for others.
Woohoo! Go on it.
Fun times. Fun times.
Cool. All right.
Susan, this is Stephanie. I just want to say on the cell phone field, I was unable to find cell phone numbers as well as Gail, so I will be contacting those secretaries that are responsible for that to get that information from the staff member.
All right. Anything, Carol, that you need to add?
Nope, I think we're doing good. And we welcome you, Cynthia. We're glad that you're part of our district.
Yes. And Leslie, anything? No. All right then, we want to respect your time, so we want to keep these short unless there's something important to talk about. So we do miss the face-to-face contact, but hopefully this is at least getting you the information that that you need to keep being successful at doing what you're doing. Pam, just as we close, any thoughts on, you've been to both the Power School meetings and the SOS. Do you want to give us any insight as to how you feel or what you prefer?
Personally, I prefer the face-to-face.
You prefer what?
Just because the face-to-face, like meeting, like we used to,
Uh-huh.
just because more people are able to go and seems like there's more input to me from the other secretaries.
So the sharing that happens there
Yeah.
isn't happening because everyone's reading and they're only joining the call if there's questions. Okay, good insight. Marie?
I had a question because I still don't have that, HPC Connect on my school bar for Power School.
Oh,
I have to go in myself, and I know we talked about adding me in, but I don't know if it's something I really need or not, but
are you talking?
I'm not on it.
Okay.
Marie, would you put a work order in on that?
I thought I have it, I can do another one.
Okay, I'll go back and check as well.
Yeah, we'll look it up to make sure.
Okay, yeah, because I know that when I click on that little thing, it just shows, the medical one.
The CARE docs?
The care docs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's it, and I know we talked about it before, but I know everybody's been busy, so. That's the only thing I had.
Okay, what are your feelings between the SOS and the in-person meetings?
I like this, I mean, I understand what Pam's saying, people share more, maybe because they're in front of each other, they talk more, maybe that's different. I mean, I kind of like it, it takes a little bit of, less time from us, but I understand what she's saying, they ask more questions, they're more input. I are just social butterflies. We want to meet and talk. Oh, yeah.
Well, and I'll be honest with you, one of the positives that I really like about the SOS, I miss the meetings, but what I really like is it's really keeping the presenters focused. What do you need to say? Here's what I need to say. And a lot of times I think we fumble around, and me too as a presenter. Okay, I'm here to talk about homeless, you need to make sure blah, 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 and if there's any book, and I'm like, it's really keeping me very focused, and as I edit this and approve things going in and not going in, it's like, okay, but what does this mean? Tell me what this means. And so I do like that, so if we did go back to the Power School meetings, I would actually ask the presenters to keep doing this, and then we would present this at the meeting so that that's all in writing. It's kind of doing the work ahead, whereas Stephanie usually did it afterwards. She tried to summarize and take notes. But it was real interesting because we needed some verification on something we told the secretaries, and we were able to go back to those notes and find it 2 years ago. So I appreciate all the note taking Carol or Stephanie didn't do. But I would, because this has kept us really focused. So Carol even mentioned possibly doing like the end of the year one.
Yeah.
Let's meet in person for the end of the year one kind of thing. So I'm always open. I want everyone to know this was never an in concrete decision. It's just, let's try things
and maybe we do like the beginning of the year meeting and the end of the year meeting, and then or something like that, where we have the face-to-face and the other. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what everyone thinks at the end. But it was interesting as we got new people. I said, oh, we don't even have a way to introduce them. And I went, well, we'll just do it this way.
Yeah, that was it kind of takes away from that camaraderie that I think the group definitely feels. So good insight. Anyone else have any comments on the SOS process or the Power School meetings?
I do like this SOS process stuff. I think you guys did real well with it.
Well, we just need to get together and
thank you for your reminders as well as getting information to you.
we just need to get together and party. That's the thing. We just have to get together and socialize and celebrate. That's what it is. We need to have a secretary luncheon. We need to have a Power School luncheon. Okay, well, if that's it, then have a great weekend, ladies.
All right, thank you.
All right, see you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.